Beyond the Barricade with my very special guest, the greatest coach ever, of course, Coach Mammone, right here, all right?
That's right. Thank you for the very nice introduction.
All right,
you know
hey.
exactly what it's all about.
I'm just speaking the truth, brother.
I like it.
All right, first question. What inspired you to be a wrestler?
I always grew up loving wrestling, watching it. My entire bedroom was filled with wrestling sheets, curtains, like wrestling figures, wrestling buddies, all that stuff. Where it was kind of like to the obsessed part. And then in high school, I kind of stopped watching, just grew tired of it. And then in college, I actually met Shawn Michaels at the airport, and he got me started to watch wrestling again. He's probably 50 feet away. My friend's like, oh, like that's Shawn Michaels over there. Go say hi, go say hi. So I don't want to bother him. He's talking to someone else, and the other guy left. My friend made me go over and say hello, and I was like, hey, I wasn't watching at the time, so I didn't even know if he was still wrestling. And I was like, hey, are you a professional wrestler? He's like, I'm like, oh, dude, you're Shawn Michaels. Oh my god, like completely fangirl.
Right.
But it was really cool. And then since then, I just started watching wrestling again. I obviously followed the rest of his career. I was probably a couple of years before the Undertaker match, so before he ended.
Right.
So it was kind of like at the end of it. So I missed some of the years, but. You know, I always grew up watching him versus Bret Hart. They had an awesome rivalry, so I kind of hated him growing up.
Iron Man match was phenomenal, right?
All of them, yeah. They had so many good matches, yeah. So he definitely got me back into it.
So
and
Shawn Michaels, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
One of my favorites too, guys. All right, I'm going to ask you the next question. This might throw you for a loop there, Coach. How do you teach muscles, motivation, and mindset to your students?
Muscles, motivation, mindset. Funny, there's 3 M's in there.
3 M's.
Just like my last name. So for all you people that don't know how to spell it, which annoys the hell out of me, by the way, M-A-M-M-O-N-E. There's 3 M's, muscles, motivation, mindset. Sorry, that really bugs me. But to your question,
Go ahead.
The biggest thing is I tell my athletes and my students, the day of competition, you need to put everything in there. Where I've had many... Thank you. I've had many days where...
Sorry, Coach.
It's all right. It's rookies over here.
Yeah, rookies.
I've had many days where going into a day of competition, you don't feel your best. And then right before, for me, I always say that it's the switch. The switch gets turned on or it gets turned off, however you want to put it, and then you're in that mindset. And when you're in that right mindset, you could do seriously whatever you want. And there's nothing holding you back. I've had my own personal coaches kind of talk down to me, saying, oh, like it's too fast, you're doing too much of this, and you just have that mindset of saying, you know what, forget you. I'm going to do this so well, you're going to have to praise me like crazy after. And for me, like, that's my biggest motivator. Kind of proving people wrong. When they look at me in there and they say, oh, this guy, he's not that good. He's too old or too this or he's too new. I'm just going to go in there and prove you wrong. And that's my biggest motivator.
That is awesome. All right, you ready for the next question?
Bring it on.
Bring it on, right? All right. Which of your students has exceeded your expectations? Out of all the many students you've had?
I've had a lot. I can't say one specifically, but there are some that I've had a chance to work with that start off not very good at all, and then by the end of that person's career, they were doing some really big things. And for me, that's what kind of sets them apart from everyone else. I've had people that were amazing from day one, and they kept getting better and better. This one was basically a nobody. And in the matter of 5-6 months, they became this amazing athlete and started just doing some really big things. And for me, it's really cool to see that.
Okay, so who would you like to be in a match with? Out of any federation you could go to.
Any federation. Very, very tricky. I mean, obviously, I think I can obviously HBK.
HBK?
I mean, he got me
Is that
back
the dream?
into it. Yeah, that'd be the dream match, yeah.
What kind of match would you like?
I see a ladder match.
Ladder match.
I mean, WrestleMania 10, he put the ladder match on the map, I feel.
Throwing it down old school, huh?
Yeah, you gotta. I'm an old school kind of guy.
That's awesome.
Bring him back for one more match.
I can see you fighting HBK on the ladder.
Starting to get a little hot in here now.
Who has been your toughest opponent, Coach?
Toughest opponent. I've definitely had a lot of tough guys that I've wrestled. I think the guy I always kind of go back to, his name is Rage, and he was back in FTW.
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing, Rage.
It's one of those, I had such a big feud with him. I think you know, I'm being interviewed here.
Coach is being interviewed, guys. Please give him a moment.
Anyhow, I've had about 3 or 4 matches with him, and we actually ended in a career versus mustache match. So if I beat him, his career is done. If he beat me, he gets to shave the mustache. I lost the match, but his daughter, who was so obsessed with me and in love with me, kind of gave him a low blow, and I got to keep the
chaos?
mustache. It was chaos.
All right.
And then, you know,
Let's give her props now.
that's
Chaos.
it. All the chaos. But I think the big part, just because I had so many matches with him, and for me, always a lot of fun. I mean, that match, we went through tables, we had chairs. I mean, it was all over the place. It was one hell of a match. So that's why I think that always stands out, because it's the whole feud, not just that one match.
rivalry. So it was one of your best, man.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna say no. All right, this is gonna go back to that rage type match that you had. What is
Okay.
the origin of the stash?
Arjun's, all right, really.
Because people chanted, Coach Stash, Coach Stash. Where's the mustache?
I started growing it last year at the end of June, had it for a few months, and then in maybe December I shaved it. And without the mustache, I look back at it and I really missed it. I didn't think I would, but it's like it's
a part of
Coach.
you.
Exactly. I look at it like like I said, I'm an old school guy. I got the short shorts, I have a collar shirt. That's what coaches wore back then. Coaches had mustaches. It fits. It's the perfect part.
It fits you, yeah, you're right. I can't disagree with you on that one. All right, you ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
What is the origin of your whistle case?
The
'Cause
whistle
that is
case.
like the best thing I've seen ever, I think.
You mean the stash? Which
No, the whistle. When
Oh,
you put
yeah.
your case. Yeah,
This
that's
is
it.
it.
Oh, it's an actual
Almost-
stash.
It's
I
an
didn't even
actual
know that.
mustache. Because that's why I don't think everyone could actually see it. It's two-sided. We have little the mustache emoji of a smiley face here, and then on the back there's no eyes. So that's what it looks like.
I'm
up
gonna
close
say
and
that's
personal. And of
pretty
course,
cool, pretty awesome.
the whistle. If you want to check this out, inside it's all more mustaches.
Oh, nice.
So
That is
this
awesome.
case, thank you. A very good friend of mine knows I wrestle and knows I have this amazing mustache, and she got it for me as a gift. As a gift, she said, "I thought of you when I saw this." And I said, "All right."
It definitely
I'll put
works.
it to- oh, yeah.
It works. It works 100%.
It helps. Always keeps my whistle in the right spot. I know where it
You
is.
might want to keep it away from Duhub though.
Oh
I
my
think he
God,
wants
he's
to-
a freak.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
All
An
right.
interview. I don't have enough time in the day to talk about him. Too
All right,
much.
this is gonna be my last question
Okay.
for now. What does the future hold for the coach Mammone? The greatest coach ever,
Yes.
and undefeated at Victory Pro Wrestling.
Exactly. And I will say, we are at the Gold Rush Rumble, and the winner of tonight goes in the Fatal 4-Way, and then a shot at the actual champion of Victory Pro Wrestling. I see myself being one of those four guys tonight, winning the Fatal 4-Way, and then beating whoever the champion is at the time. Because I don't know if he has a match tonight. I don't know what he's
You
doing.
don't know what's going on with him.
Not
So
really
you
my
know
concern.
the champ is EJ versus Justin.
Well, for now, yeah. I don't
For
know.
now.
That's why I don't know if he has a match. I don't know what he's doing.
You might take it all though.
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
right.
So I don't want to be on tape saying I'm going to be EJ Risk when by the time I get that match he's not the champion. Then I have to go somewhere else. But I see myself being the Victory Pro Wrestling champion by the end of this year.
Undefeated still?
Of course, undefeated.
right.
Taking the undefeated streak and the title into 2019.
You heard that straight from the coach's lips. He's going to be undefeated for the title. All right, thank you, Coach, for being on Beyond the Barricade.
Of course, thank you very
And
much.
we'll see you around. Thank you.
See you out there.